altering decision.
Yes, it actually is. But I think that sometimes, what we call analysis paralysis, you're thinking, should I not? And a lot of
Mm.
times, if you look at your present reality, maybe you don't have enough money, maybe your background, whatever it is, there's so many things that will be an obstacle. And what I see saying yes as is taking the first step that you can take. So I always in my mind think about if I want to do something really grand and big, what is the
Mm.
smallest step that I can take now? And I say yes to that step because there's a quote that says a journey to 1,000 miles, it starts with one step. So if you want to
Mm.
run a marathon at the end of the year and you haven't been running before, you can't just wake up one morning and say, I'm going to do it. You have to start with the baby steps. Maybe run from your house to your gate, run from your house to the next street. And then over time, you build the capacity to do the marathon. So for me, saying yes is saying yes to the smallest thing that you can do. And then you build momentum as you go along.
And what were some of the challenges that you experienced? And what is this assignment, if you don't mind sharing?
Okay, so you have to read the book, and like I said, it's been
Okay.
a series of things. But for me, one of my mission really is with regards to my career as I work as a communications person,
Mm.
building a community of communicators that are empowered to make a positive difference within the continent, sharing my knowledge, going out there, talking about myself, talking about what God has done in my life. So the assignment for me, it manifests in different ways, right?
Mm.
But the challenge is that you would find, and I shared a lot in the book, is first of all, it usually doesn't make sense on paper. When you tell people, they're like, are you crazy? I don't know if you've ever
Mm.
had those situations where you're about to do something and people are like, this doesn't make sense. But I
Yeah.
just had knowing deep in my spirit that this was a direction that the Lord will have me go. And then
Mm.
as I began to take the steps, things, began to fall into place. So, like I said, it's all still unfolding, but it's for anybody, this is the start of the year. Somebody might be thinking of starting a new business. Somebody
Mm.
might be thinking of, oh, I want to go back to school. Somebody might be thinking of, hey, I want to get married. I'm 40 and the society says hey, it's too late. It can be anything, but it's to just say push past those limitations and obstacles and trust in God to get you to that destination.
When I think about communications, because I want to bring a little bit of that in here. When I think about communications in Africa, I don't think it's a sector that it's been given enough attention, especially considering that we have so many languages. When you think about the broadcasting world, I mean, how many broadcasters out there are broadcasting in the various languages just in Africa alone? What has been the changes over the years regarding communications in Africa and also with the navigating the professionals as well?
I think the pivot period was COVID period. Like you
Mm.
said, there have been challenges with people not taking communication seriously or just seeing it as a nice to have. But
Mm.
then with COVID, we started to see a shift and a transition. Now we're not where we need to be, but where we are now is that more organizations are realizing that, hey, you've got to be in control of the narrative and your story. Your
Mm.
audience, they want to hear from you. It's not the age where organizations will just put out an advert, share the message, and everybody takes it hook, line, and sinker. The audiences are questioning, your consumers are questioning, the stakeholders are questioning, the stakes are much higher. And so what we're now seeing now is that professionals are now having to become more professional because again, communications was one of those things where it would be like, oh, I can speak, so I'm a communications professional. Oh, I talk
Mm.
well, I can do this. But no, there's actually a discipline to it. There's frameworks, there are principles. And we're seeing that more and more professionals are learning the professional art of strategic communications because that is what is going to really help us. Now, the good thing for us in the continent is that Africa to the world, our music, fashion, just before we started this conversation, you were talking about our fashion and our bold colors. It's
Yeah.
taking over the world. So there's a platform for the world coming to see what we're doing here. But the truth is that the narrative is still very skewed. And who will
Mm.
shape this narrative is the communicators.
Especially also when I think about there was a streamer that is doing like an African tour right now. His name is iShow Speed, right? And I think about the role of the people that he's interacting with. The narrative that they're also sharing with him. Because I mean he has access to about I think 500 million people. Like his stream reaches about 500 million people, if I'm not mistaken. So you can imagine, how Africa is being portrayed now is very different. A lot of Americans are coming up and saying, wow, this is not what we expected. Over the years, what have you kind of learned even about yourself navigating your audacity? Because I feel like audacity is not something that you just wake up and have. It's something that you have to build over time. So your journey, what are some of the lessons that you've learned? And I know that you did pen it down in your memoir, but just can you kindly share some of them with us today?
Sure. Interestingly, when I was writing the book and audacity, I was like, I didn't consider myself to be audacious. And that's the very first thing, because I'd always been the behind the scene type of person. I wanted to do my work. Nobody noticed, just notice the work and let me do my own thing. And then there's also the construct of, hey, I'm a woman. Sometimes you have the fact that society is saying women do this, women don't do that. And then there are the life challenges you face. I'm just a young girl trying to make money, earn money, trying to just live as I would want to. And so in my journey to being audacious, for me, it was breaking the barriers of the false identity that I had built. A lot of us, we build our identity on maybe your job, or maybe your marital status, but really understanding that my identity is not in any of those things. And this is really, really important, because when I interface with a lot of women, you find that they are qualified, they have all the brilliant skills, but because of that identity factor, they're not confident enough to own it. So I had to go through that. I dealt with a lot of imposter syndrome, just accepting who I am, accepting that my gifts and the things that I have to say matter. And so that was a big challenge to overcome. And just also realizing that, hey, Adedoyin, just go for it. Step out of the boat, walk on water. You have something to contribute to this conversation. You have a reason to be in this room. Because sometimes I will go into the rooms, and whether I'm the only woman, I'm the only Black person, I'm the youngest person, and there's a way you just start feeling shrinking back. And I learned not to shrink back. I learned to put my head up high. And so that's how the audacity, it wasn't a one-day thing, trust me, it was built over the years, but it really started from that solid foundation of understanding my identity, my calling, why am I here, what is God's purpose for my life, and then pursuing that with all of my heart.
Would you say where you are is, are you happy with where you are right now in life? And in fact, before we even answer that, we're going to take a short break and we're going to get into, what's coming up in your life. It is a 6:40 Central African time. Let's take a quick break.
Be inspired. Stay informed. Channel Africa, the beauty of life. Now available anytime, anywhere with our new app.
Ahoy, matey!
Captain here to help, right, boys?
Set sail with us on a digital voyage like no other. Channel Africa has a treasure trove of awesomeness. That is our website and social media pages.
Tell me, why are you here?
We want you to be part of our adventure.
The winds are changing, Captain. And this time...
Imagine a world where curiosity knows no bounds, where entertainment meets enlightenment, and where every click leads to the African perspective. Visit us on our website, www.channelafrica.co.za, or follow us on Instagram or on X at Channel Africa One. Go on, like us on Facebook at Channel Africa One. So, spread the word. Tell a friend that Channel Africa's online variety is what they need on the web. Channel Africa, the African perspective.
Start your weekend grounded and refreshed. Join Zako Muhlanga on the Oasis Saturday from 6 till 9. Only on Channel Africa, the African perspective.
6:42 Central African time. Welcome back to it. A is for audacity. Adedoyin Jayasimi's memoir is penned down. It is out, and she joins us this morning. So, where are we today? Now that we have this book, now that we, are running a successful business, how are we feeling about our life today?
I'm feeling very happy about my life. I feel very purposeful. I think where I am in my life, based on the assignment that I'm currently doing or the work that I'm doing. So I know I say assignment a lot because it changes per time, but now is nurturing the young professionals across the continent who work in the communication sector. So I am giving back. So that thing where you get into a room, you get into a table, you don't just sit there and become just have a monopoly of it. You open the door so that others can come in. So I've come into this knowledge, I've come into this experience, I've been able to get into different spaces. How do I open the door for the younger ones to come in? So that's where I am. So I do that either through my coaching, learning, sharing through my book, sharing through the different platforms. But how do I raise other people, especially women? Women need to have doors open for them. So I am very happy with my life. I'm living a purposeful life. And more importantly, I'm grateful for the opportunity to impact others in their own journeys as well.
And where can we find this lovely book?
It's on Amazon, and then it will be at bookstores as well. I'm hoping to send it to South Africa so that it will be in bookstores, but it's on Amazon. And if you live anywhere else in the continent, it's in Ghana, it's in Lagos, Nigeria, different cities across the world as well. But yeah, you can definitely get it on any of those platforms. And the ebook as well is on a platform called Seller, so everyone can access it on that platform.
Amazing stuff. I'm so proud of you, Queen. Thank you so much for waving the flag high for that African girl. You have no idea how many people you are inspiring with this.
Thank you so much.
Amazing stuff. I thank you for your time and all the best in the future.
Bye. Thank you.
Amazing. That was Adedoyin Jayasimi, who is pinned down. A is for Audacity. She is a communications advisor and the co-founder of the Comms Avenue, which is a platform supporting over 1,900 professionals in 35 African countries. The girls are doing it. The girls are killing the game. And I'm really looking forward to the new work that people are going to be releasing this year. The new things that people are going to be doing. I'm very, very excited about it. It is 6:44 Central African time. We're going to take a musical break, enjoy some music there, get the body moving, the body shaking. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there's a 60th birthday that's coming up, quite a big birthday for us. And we're looking forward to seeing what, the world has in store for Channel Africa on a year 60. I absolutely can't wait. It is 6:45 Central African time right here on the Oasis.
The Oasis with Ntsako Mhlanga.
Unzima ubomi ungalahli ithemba abantu bohleka mawungahluleka unzima ubomi ungalahli ithemba abantu bohleka
bazofika vela banamanga bethi ithemba likho ngoba sebalala vela impilo inzima nami ngiyazi sikhule ngakho phela ukuzabalaza siphila impilo yamahashahasha zange sami iphupho thanda ukushabalala manje ngithi beka ithemba lakho kumdala noma kunzima kanjani noma kuthanda ukuba mnyama kuzokhanya ungalinge nje uphele namandla vele konke sikwenzayo sikwenzela abantu bazohleka mawudluleka manje mina lami lithi phokophela mntaka baba umdalo uyophendula mnyazi
abantu bohleka mawungahluleka mawungaphelele endleleni wena ungapheleli madlelweni abantu bohleka mawungahluleka
Your favorite songs, your favorite stories on your favorite station. This is Channel Africa.
Thela umoya kubantwana bakho njengokuba wenzile nakimi unomono makayeka wanamoya makayeka
Shout out to my family and my man them. To the ones where they sing my song and the ones that dance along. From Lagos, Nigeria down to South Africa. With the big, I want them me bachelor. No wahala, I get the money for us. On my prayers, I go celebrate and dance.
yeah woman
Can't believe this my life, I've been blessed. See me now, my blessings coming please. Don't meta, mini meta, ile meta, moto meta, omo meta, money enter. Don't meta, mini meta.
Zumala fitema kuna sekuzolunga begezela siyabona Mambelela kulungile ungalinge uyeke kuna sekusetuzane Ukwenzile kimi nakuwe kuzokwenzeka Ukwenzile kimi nakuwe kuzokwenzeka
Wake up with Oasis. The Oasis with Ntsako Mhlanga.
It is a Simi coming through here with We Were Here. It is a 6:56 Central African time. Before that was Unonqepo Zigote with Meta featuring Sophia Nzao and Fireboy DML. Some great music to kickstart your morning. How are you doing? How are you feeling this morning? I'm hoping it's starting off on a good note. Apparently, I'm seeing a lot of the memes. I feel like this week a lot of people were, it was a week. The very first week. I think, look, at the end of the day, as much as, yes, it is a brand new year, we do, anticipate for new and big and bright things. But, life is life and life will always life. And I think we get to a point where you have to force happiness. Like, I'm really trying in this life thing to actually force happiness. I think it's important for us to be relentless about our happiness, because the moment things go wrong, like sadness doesn't ask for permission. It demands space in our lives. Like when we go through certain things in life, it demands that space. So when you have that little bit of happiness, in fact, it was so beautiful to see Siya Kolisi's caption the other day. I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw his caption, and I really I was really inspired by what he said, because I thought, finally, someone who gets it, right? And he said, gonna have fun while gumnandi, because xa tough gu rough. Translated, I'm going to have fun while life is still good, because when it gets rough, it gets really rough. And honestly, I really appreciated the honesty there, because really, I think it's something we take advantage of, the joy that we get to experience. So if today I'm having the type of day where I'm running a couple of errands and, the only thing I'm going to have is like ice cream or something, I'm going to romanticize it. I'm going to look good. I'm going to dress up. I'm going to go out and just enjoy a little bit of the joy that life gives us, right? And, just think about it that way. Just have just a little bit of optimism for this life thing. It is very tough, because I don't know why joy is the emotion that we have to choose. Why is it the only emotion that we have to choose? But when it comes to sadness, when it comes to feeling rough, feeling down, that one, I'm telling you, you can't choose that. It lands on you like a ton of bricks. So we're choosing positivity today. We're choosing to feel good today. We're choosing to romanticize. Even if you're going to the gym today, just wake up and put a little something, put a little lipstick as you go to the gym. Let's romanticize it. The hair that I'm wearing, I wasn't planning to wear it on my birthday. I was planning to, and I said, why am I waiting for my birthday? Why am I waiting for an auspicious occasion to wear good hair? It's already in my closet. So why don't I just bring it out? Why don't I just wear it right now? And I said, yes, I'm going to put on that glue and wear my hair the way that I want. So I think it's important for us to romanticize our lives just a little bit, especially this year. Last year, we cared too much. We cared way too much about what people thought, what we did. We were too into ourselves. And I'm saying, you know what? Drop all of that care. Care less. Whatever happens, happens. Care much less. Either way, even if you cared more, it was gonna happen either way, okay? We're gonna head to the top of the hour. We're gonna enter the golden hour of the show, and we're gonna be speaking about an amazing program that is helping over 150 schools across the world, and we're looking forward to seeing some more education entrepreneurs coming out. It is a 7 a.m. Central African time. It's time for news.
Get the news, music, and lifestyle of Africa on Channel Africa, the African perspective. SABC News, the African perspective.
Thank you, Nzako. Top stories this hour. China diplomat suspends a trip to Mogadishu as U.S.-Somalia ties are strained, and Trump pushes $1 billion oil investment. Good morning. Relations between Somalia and the United States have hit a low point after Washington said it would pause further assistance that benefits the government in Mogadishu amid a dispute over the demolition of a World Food Programme warehouse. Somalia's Ministry of Foreign Affairs earlier disputed the assertion that the U.S. provided aid had been stolen, and it said it remained in a WFP custody. The accusations comes as the U.S. pursues an aggressive immigration policy that has posed a stumbling block to relations between Washington and Mogadishu. The Trump administration has barred citizens from Somalia from entering the U.S. and last month said it was auditing immigration cases involving U.S. citizens of Somalia origin to detect fraud. Political analyst Cletus Sofri.
So we are beginning to see more of the U.S. Going against the UN Charter and going against the sovereignty, the Geneva Conventions, and many other international peace treaties. Unfortunately for Somalia, they are just one of them, and it goes without saying that they're going to be seeing a lot of Donald Trump's rhetorics and extracurricular diplomatic issues.
And Pakistan is in the final phases of striking a $1.5 billion deal to supply weapons and jets to Sudan, promising a major boost for Sudan's army that's battling the paramilitary rapid support forces. The conflict has stoked the world's worst humanitarian crisis for more than 2 years and threatening to fragment the strategic Red Sea country, a major gold producer. The deal is another further in the cap for Pakistan's growing defense sector. And women are bearing the brunt of the humanitarian crisis in Sudan, with the majority of female-headed households not having enough food to eat. Female-headed households are now 3 times more likely to be food insecure. Spokesperson for the United Nations Office of the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs in Geneva, Jane Ziliok, said female-headed households are now 3 times more likely to be food insecure. 3/4 of these households report not having enough to eat. And the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has expressed shock and regret over the White House's announcement to withdraw the United States from several UN multilateral entities. Speaking in a media briefing through his spokesperson, Stephanie Dujarric, on Thursday, the Secretary General emphasized that financial contributions to the UN are legal obligations under the UN Charter and reaffirmed that all UN bodies will continue implementing their mandates despite the decision.
The Secretary General regrets the announcement by the White House regarding the United States' decision to withdraw from a number of United Nations entities. As we have consistently said and underscored, assess contributions to the United Nations regular budget and the peacekeeping budget as approved by the General Assembly are legal obligations under the United Nations Charter for every member state, including the United States. All United Nations entities will go on with the implementation of their mandates as given to us by member states.
President Donald Trump has met international oil executives to discuss plans to develop Venezuela's huge energy reserves a week after U.S. forces removed President Nicolas Maduro from power. Trump wants oil companies to invest $100 billion and says he'll decide which will be involved. The CEO of ExxonMobil said existing legal frameworks made Venezuela uninvestable. The head of ConocoPhillips, Ryan Lance, praised the president.
I think your big and bold idea to use energy commerce instead of conflict is something that could make a real big difference in Venezuela. And our company certainly stands ready to help in that endeavor. Encourage you to continue to think bigger and even bolder. And we've had some discussions with your energy team about that as well.
A recap of your top story. Relations between Somalia and the United States have deteriorated following the U.S. decision to pause assistance to Somalia amid a dispute regarding the demolition of a World Food Programme warehouse. Somalia's Ministry of Foreign Affairs refuted claims of aid theft, asserting it remained in the WFP custody. For any news stories you'd like to share with us, please send an email to newsroom@channelafrica.co.za or call us on +2711 714 4459. For Channel Africa News, I am Matapela Mahape.
SABC News. The African Perspective. Your weekend escape starts with the Oasis with Nzako Muhlanga. Music and fresh perspective.
It is 6 minutes after 7 a.m. Central African time. Welcome to the golden hour of the show. It is the second hour of the show, and we're going to be looking at a very lovely literacy program. So during the beginning of the year is usually one of the most stressful times for parents, young people, families, because it's either one, you're getting matric results, or two, you're preparing for a new year and a new term. And I also want to speak to those who maybe did not get the results that they were anticipating last year, which maybe got them to repeat a grade this year. Listen, if it's nice, you do it twice. Even if it's not nice, doing it twice. Sometimes the second time is the charm. Okay? A lot of us really need to learn how to handle failure, which is something I was speaking about earlier this week. I was saying, it's so important that as a parent right now, you train the young ones to navigate failure. You train them to be able to navigate what happens if they don't get the right marks. What happens if they're not in a position to earn the right, marks or results that they wanted? And it's not because, they are dumb or they're silly. No. It's because maybe the hard work did not translate this time around. So what do? We need to encourage them. We need to let them know that these are just the ebbs and flows in life. Sometimes you can put 100% of your work, 100% of your effort into something and still not get the results that you anticipated. Life, unfortunately, deals us a very unfair card at times, and it's important to remain grounded in that and understand that it's really not, the end of the world, guys. Sometimes you watch some of the things that young people do because they didn't get the marks that they wanted, and it breaks your heart because you're like, but dude, surely there was another way. Surely there was a different way for you to get the same outcome. There's no need for you to harm your life, harm yourself in the process, okay? We're navigating failure together. If we were to tell you how many times in adulthood we have failed, hey. And I think that's why also as adults, we need to be responsible for sharing the real truth about life, the real story about life. We're going to get into a wonderful story, an inspiring story about a literacy and numeracy program that is spreading some help and some support across the continent. And I can't wait to unpack this because it's so important when people are doing or dedicating their lives to goodwill work. We need to give them the love and the effort that they deserve, okay? It's very, very important for us to be part of these conversations, that one day someone may wake up and say, listen, that program is the thing that actually helped me navigate life. So I can't wait to get into this conversation. On social media, we are at Channel Africa 1. Also on WhatsApp, +2783 288 6684 is where you can hit us up and let me know what you want to hear today. We've got some great Afro beats, we've got some soulful music coming up, and I can't wait to get into it. My name is Ntsago Mhlanga. This is the Oasis. We are together until 9 a.m. Central African time, until the Out and About team decide to take my crown and handle your mid-morning for you. I'm wondering if you're the type that eats breakfast as soon as they wake up. For me, I think, what's funny about being a girl is that I feel like you just go about your day and then you realize how hungry you are at the end. And you're like, oh my word, I didn't eat anything. We need to have better eating habits, girls, like for real. It is 7:09 Central African time.
Your life, your rhythm, your Africa. Channel Africa. Find it for free on Google Play and the Apple App Store. Channel Africa is evolving, and so are you. Stay connected wherever you are with our brand new website and mobile app. Stream your favorite shows, catch up on African news, culture, and conversations, all at your fingertips.
Africa is just a tap away.
Your world, your stories, now on the go.
Stay connected wherever you are.
Visit channelafrica.co.za or download the Channel Africa app today. Channel Africa, the African perspective. From 6 till 9 a.m. Central African time on Channel Africa, the African perspective. Wake up with the Oasis.
Your favorite songs, your favorite stories on your favorite station. This is Channel Africa. The Oasis with Ntsako Mhlanga.
Yeah, if no be money in a whining, yeah, no, they do it, you know, cause I need. I'm all over, don't die, your timing. Sending the paper and power, timing. All the cool, no fugazi. Oh, let me feel like bad as I see. Yeah, please be on timing. Oh, who are they bless me? Yeah, I don't be control. Super talent, I'm going to be control. Yeah, they my own, I know they walk close. Capeta me, they my baby your show. And you go, she share no my go. I know they look at your face on the low. Cover my face, I know what I'm polo. Check my polo. Oh, keep up desire. I know this don't touch my pain, don't be hard. Oh, ignite the fire. Oh, just give me the eternal life. I would do me shame of color. Diamonds on me, till me turn out. I am rising like I'm dollar. I am rising like I'm dollar, more dollar. Multi jaka, Rosaka for life. I take para. Go see me, I be a dog. I don't be control. Super life, I'm going to be control. Me and them, I know they walk close. I bet me, they my baby your show. And you know, she share no my go. I know they look at your face on the low. Cover my face, I know what I polo. Check my polo. Oh, keep up Messiah. I know this don't touch my pain, don't be hard. Oh, ignite the fire. Just give me the eternal life. Bad energy, I don't be control. Superstar life over here, me for more. Me and them all never make problems.
No interruptions, just the music you love on Channel Africa. Wake up with the Oasis.
Leave it all behind, baby, I swear. If you need me now, I'll be racing for you. Before you open your eyes, I'll be there. Far away, so you're the one on my mind. And you to follow me, go like my shadow for night. Need somebody, baby, no delay. You can call me any time of day. Oh, baby, if you ever wonder, I promise I gon' treat you better. Love you soft and tender. Oh, señorita. Up and down, baby, make I enter. Waiting, make I do to show you. Show you that I try and love you. My señorita. I'm available anytime you want me. Leave it all behind, baby, I swear. If you need me now, I'll be racing for you. Before you open your eyes, I'll be there. I'm available anytime you want me. Leave it all behind, baby, I swear. If you need me now, I'll be racing for you. Before you open your eyes, I'll be there. There must be a reason why God made you pass my way. The same reason why I know if you let you sleep away. Now you done make my heart a beat fast. How do you want make a pass out, yeah? Everything will be my own, now your own too, baby. Oh, baby, if you ever wonder, I promise I'ma treat you better. Love you soft and tender. Oh, señorita. Open door, baby, make I enter. Waiting, make I do to show you. Show you that I love you. My señorita.
the 7:19 Central African Time. Johnny Drill with I'm Available. Before that was Zoltan with Hip Hop Messiah featuring Davido. Some good old music to kickstart your morning right here on the Oasis with me, Ntsako Mhlanga. Thank you for choosing the African way to wake up this morning. How are you feeling? Did you wake up on the right or the left side today? Either way, you have still chosen us, and we're hoping to give you the best conversations, the best music. You know, I think it's important for us to kind of bring education to the forefront. We're going to be having a conversation about a particular program that is creating impact across a multitude of countries, and we're going to make sure that it continues doing so by giving it an amazing platform. We're going to be shining a light on some of our heroes, and one of them happens to be someone who is investing in education. So I cannot wait to get into that conversation. 7:20 Central African Time right here on the Oasis.
Start your mornings with inspirational stories.
6 decades strong, Channel Africa continues to inspire Africa and the world, proudly sharing
the African perspective.
Este é o Caleidoscópio de Canal África, com Remo Samo e João Yabalá.
A situação do ativista angolano Serrote José de Oliveira, preso desde julho, tem gerado grande preocupação internacional. Conhecido como General Nila e presidente do movimento União Nacional para a Total Revolução de Angola, Serrote iniciou uma greve de fome em protesto contra a sua prisão, que considera arbitrária. De acordo com a Amnistia Internacional, o estado de saúde do ativista está a deteriorar-se rapidamente devido à falta de acesso a cuidados médicos adequados. Para discutir o impacto deste caso e o estado da liberdade política em Angola, vamos conversar com Dito Dale, ativista e defensor dos direitos humanos.
Nós estamos diante de uma clara estratégia de aniquilar o jovem, porque quando uma pessoa está doente, deve ser assistida. Ao não proporcionar esses cuidados médicos, o que é que o regime quer? Não quer que esse jovem saia livre e com vida da prisão, quer matá-lo.
De segunda a sexta-feira, das 20 às 21 horas locais, este é o Caleidoscópio de Canal África.
Let the weekend unfold with calm, clarity, and connection. On the Oasis with Ntsako Mhlanga, your peaceful companion. Only on Channel Africa.
uthanda uhamba ubuye bathi uzoduka nezwe kanjani andibiza uma weni khona zonginika ubheka mina edaba dali wena ungihambele uma weni ngiyeza ngizohlala kini ngenxa yento engaphakathi kimi dali wakhuluma dale ngokufuna ngizohlala kini dale ngoba wathi uthando lukhona kodwa inkomo azikho awuthali ngeza mina ngizohlala kini ungeza ngizohlala kini awuthali mina ngeza ngizohlala kini kodwa inkomo
From 6 till 9 a.m. Central African Time on Channel Africa, the African perspective.
Loving you be my greatest sin. Said I was done, but see I'm here. You don't make it easy, rara, to stay away from Yawa. Shiba, oh Shiba, girl you make me a sinner. Shiba, oh Shiba, no make me pull the trigger. Never say never, no I can do whatever. For Shiba, oh be mine, don't wanna be so loser, no. Drunk on your potion, can feel my lips burning, losing composure. Can feel my face drowning, seems so irrational. Ready to risk it all. If I can't have you, nobody can. No, no. Tell me how can I get my mind off you? Oh Shiba, I cannot take my hands off you. Tell me how I cannot get my eyes off you. Oh, yeah. Shiba, oh Shiba, girl you make me a sinner. Shiba, oh Shiba, no make me pull the trigger. Never say never, no I can do whatever. But Shiba, oh be mine, don't wanna be so loser, no.
You're such a rush, my baby, slow down, come find your love. I'm hoping you see me, come serve it up. Loving how you stir it up. That body belong on TV. Ooh, this feeling I can't hide. You filling up my mind, and I just don't know why.
Shiba, oh Shiba, girl you make me a sinner. Shiba, oh Shiba, don't make me pull that trigger. Never say never, you know I can't do whatever. Shiba, oh Shiba, don't wanna be so desirable, no.
Move up.
7:29 Central African Time. Some good music from Aragunle Gold with the Sinner featuring Lucky Day. I was actually just on Tim's Instagram now, and it seems like her and Dave are like together. Cute. Can't wait to see the relationships that start this year. On social media, we are hashtag the Oasis at Channel Africa 1. So make sure you use both to make sure that you keep up with us. And also we are streaming live on at Channel Africa 1. Join our subscribers, our tens of thousands of subscribers, and make sure that you do follow with our content there. And WhatsApp, we are +27832886684. And we're going to get into to a lovely program that I can't wait to unpack. We're going to be talking about some strategic education for sustainable Africa. We're going to be chatting to Stanford Ndlovu. And when we think of Africa's future, we must think about the strategy behind our classrooms. And we need to talk about Zazi Izandi Literacy and Numeracy Program, which is providing a lot of support across 150 schools. And it's important for us to unpack this in a great detail. We're going to be speaking to him in just a moment. It is 7:30 Central African time. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, Stanford Ndlovu joins us.
60 years of broadcasting Africa to the world. Channel Africa, the African perspective.
Got something to say? Are you passionate about issues that matter?
Do you have a voice that deserves to be heard?
Well, we've got the perfect platform for you. Call in or drop us a WhatsApp on +27 63 406 9126.
And we will call you back.
So you could have your say and be part of the conversation.
30 years of age. I just turned 30 on the 15th of November. So that's who I am, you know.
It's not just talk. It's your chance to air your views.
Share your opinion.
Engage with a community that values your perspective.
Follow us on our social media.
Visit our website at www.channelafrica.co.za
and get ready to share your views
on Channel Africa,
the African perspective.
In a noisy world, find your calm. Tune in to Oasis with Ntsako Mohlanga. Every weekend mornings, only on Channel Africa.
Bado hatujafika huku, njiani kuna vita, subira itahitajika, shida mitihani, binadamu tumeumbiwa, na mapenzi ni burudani, toka enzi tuliambiwa, umeleta furaha kipindi cha mashaka, moyo ulipakwamika, umeutakasa, sababu sina sababu, nikiulizwa nimependa nini, sina jawabu. Niwe wako boda boda, boda boda, popote tutatembea, boda boda, oh, tolipia fare, boda boda, foleni utongojea, boda boda,
nakukamatia juu na kukamatia chini, watu wote wanajua na kukamatia mimi, wanafiki wa mbea watakamatia nini, acha waende watu woge situkamatie dini, stori za mapenzi situnafaa, washasemaga mengi miaka kadhaa, na bado tuna trend usiku na saa, sisi uko na Mnyamwezi kibana ba
habibi siri ndogo ndogo nifichie, kama nikikosa niambie, na nikipatia unisifie baby. Habibi siri ndogo ndogo nifichie, kama nikikosa niambie, na nikipatia unisifie sababu sina sababu, nikiulizwa nimependa nini, sina jawabu, sijui wewe wako boda boda, boda boda, popote tutatembea, boda boda, oh, tolipia fare, boda boda, foleni utongojea, boda boda, boda.
.34 Central African time. It's Bill Nas with Boda featuring Mboso coming through there. And we are getting into education in Africa. What does it look like when you think about the African future of education? And we need to talk about the strategy behind our classrooms. I don't think in this future, in this generation, we can really continue studying and doing education the way we were doing it before. The fact that it's still being done the way that back then when I was in school, and it's been like almost 10 years out of high school. So you can't do things the same way. This is a very self-aware generation. This is a generation that's been exposed to a lot more technologies than we were. And I think it's very important to unpack this. And joining us today to speak about the Zazi Zandi literacy and numeracy programs, which is happening across 150 schools, and also a Sunday World unsung hero, Stanford Ndlovu joins us. Stanford, thank you so much for joining us today. I think it's quite ironic that your parents said we're gonna name you after university, and now you're an education entrepreneur. How about them apples, man?
Yeah. Thanks, Sako. It's a lot of pleasure. Both my name Stanford and it was Smoothie to be able to live up to the name.
It's very, very important what you name your child, eh? Thank you so much for joining us. So let's talk about this. I mean, how did we get to 150 schools? What is the program all about?
Yeah, thanks, Sako, and thanks for having me. So the program started in 2023 in the Nelson Mandela Bay because of South Africa facing the leading challenges and also looking at incorporating mother tongue education into the South African landscape, because for the longest time English has been used in Afrikaans, particularly enjoying the benefits of being not only a subject, but it's language of teaching, and obviously all the other languages to pick up. So this is understanding as an initiative to teach kids in their mother tongue. So I started in the Nelson Mandela Bay teaching not to sounds in IsiXhosa. And of course, because the method works and we have data that shows that it's working, then we started expanding it to a district-wide. That's why we ended up having 156 schools in the Nelson Mandela Bay district now, moving into the Buffalo City, where we have 60 schools piloting, and the results and that insights and analytics shows that it's working. And the kids in our program are improving and above the national benchmark in terms of letter sounds recognition, which are the basic tenets of learning how to read. And you will know that about 81% of kids in grade 4 cannot read for meaning in any language in South Africa. So that's where it comes from, giving kids the sense of pride in their African indigenous languages and reading for meaning. And you can see the joy as we walk into this classroom, because the methodology is still played and teaching at the right level, not following grades, but following where the learners are and take it from there.
So I think statistically we talk about that, right? We talk about it a lot. The fact that there's a certain number of children who cannot read for meaning. Of course, it does take quite a lot of research for you to do what you do. What are some of the alarming things that you see happening in our schools?
Yeah. I mean, we can't move away from the realities, and schools are not just in an island, they are in society. And research shows that kids that are in deeper societal inequalities have more chances of failing at anything. It's not just reading, it's numeracy, it's schooling at all, because you can imagine a mother that works in suburb as a maid, when by the time they get home, they don't have to live with the kids. And if you think about other cases, like somebody working at the restaurant, by the time they get home, they can't live with the kids. So it's not just kids read, not reading, it's also that this connection between the reading culture and families. And if a child is coming from a family of non-readers, the chances of them reading is also very slim. So we're looking at that, and research shows how the disconnection and how the inequalities are filling up, and then it keeps on perpetuating the same cycle. That the standpoint that comes from both individual parents that are not reading, especially not going to be a reader, and then also looking at how resources and libraries plays a role into these things. If you go into libraries, there are fewer books that are meant for children, and there are fewer books that are written in indigenous languages. So it's a whole ecosystem that we influence. And of course, we can only start in schools, and through that, then we influence parents, because we're working with young people And our model is very simple. We want kids, people that just finish matric, working with government through the youth initiatives such as BNI. We're taking people that just know basic skills and then we teach them on our model so that the first social influence of communities it creates a culture of the culture of reading. Because people think reading is just books. You can just read anything. The thing is, you must read and it must make sense to you.
And also, when we think about the culture in our homes, do you think we're doing enough to cultivate the reading culture at home?
Well, certain people and certain environments are doing well, but I don't think generally as a country we're doing well. When we were growing up, we were reading for our parents, such as like reading a Bible, reading a lecture, because as a child, you were the only person that could read because of access to school. Lately, kids are glued on tablets and television and not necessarily playing or reading. So the disconnection between what parents should be encouraging into, because right now, when it comes to parenting, a lot of things are hidden, and people are not following what is happening. Even in the ECD space, the ECD space, most of them will become with either just got off, and nobody's paying attention, really, people are not paying attention to what is the curriculum that's happening in that ECD. If my friend is doing like, how can I be involved in that? And then again, it also depends from your family to them. And then there's everything like is just easy with other things. The reality is that they don't have chance to read with the kids. Otherwise, it's just not interest.
And I think it's also important to look at what the future of African education looks like. But I wanted to take a quick break and also perhaps just look at the sound. We kind of hearing a little bit of muffles in your speech. So please just give us, even yourself 30 seconds just to move around. But we're going to take a short break. And when we come back, the conversation continues. It is 7:42 Central African time.
Live from Morocco, Neto Chemane takes you straight into the heart of the AFCON.
África. Conhece o Ntivani?
Claro que sou eu.
Ntivani é o amante da música de corpo e alma.
Eu amo música africana.
Ele aprecia todos os tipos de melodias e passa os seus dias a ouvir a Channel África. Adivinha só, a Channel África quer ajudar o Ntivani e os amantes da música em todo o lado a descobrir ainda mais música incrível. Por isso, a Channel África está a convocar artistas africanos a submeterem as suas músicas. Músicos, lembrem-se de nos dar todas as informações relevantes no music@channelafrica.co.za. As submissões são a vossa oportunidade de ser ouvidos, mas não garantem inclusão na lista. Todas as submissões serão cuidadosamente analisadas para verificar se cumprem os requisitos da nossa estação. Canal África, a perspectiva africana.
Zilipendwa na Abedi Jean de la Croix. Kabla ya kwenda mbali zaidi, tuanze kwanza kwenye background yako, maana kila kazi, kila jambo linakuwa na historia yake. Riziki Alema ni nani?
Riziki Alema ni mwimbaji wa nyimbo za Injili, ni mama na ni mke pia.
Ni mama wa familia pia. Vipi unagawa muda wako namna gani kwenye masuala ya muziki na majukumu ya familia?
Okay, cha kwanza sio jambo rahisi, lakini anaweza sema upande mwingine ni rahisi kama utakuwa umejitambua. Kwa sababu mbaya ni ile kuchukua masuala ya masaa ya kazi na masaa ya familia na masaa ya huduma. Kwa hivyo ni vizuri tu mimi huwa natenganisha. Nikiwa ndani sio Riziki Alema, sio mwimbaji. Nikiwa ndani najua mimi ni mke na ni mama pia.
Zilipendwa kila Jumamosi kuanzia saa 12 kamili majira ya Afrika ya Kati hadi saa 1 kamili majira ya Afrika ya Kati.
Ease into your weekend morning. It's the Oasis with Nthako Muhlanga. Only on Channel Africa.
7:44 Central African time. Welcome back to it. We're talking to Stanford Ndlovu about the Oasis Sunday program, literacy and numeracy program. So I want us to just talk a little bit about the future of Africa's education. What do you think it looks like? And the reason why I'm asking this now in particular, with the matric results coming out in on Monday, when we think about, we're in 2026, we're 6 years out of COVID, so we've kind of transitioned out of that world. And soon the matriculants that we have are going to be in this post-COVID era, right? Especially like the grade 8s. What does it look like from your perspective?
Yeah, Sako, thank you. Obviously, we cannot start in grade. We have to start with the basics. If we don't get it right from the basics, unfortunately the grade 12 is the assessment that shows a lot of the things that happened in the earlier grades. So the future of the African education is bright if we can change the systems. And I don't think the system needs a fancy curriculum. It's just trying to incorporate what it is that is working. And we've seen with countries such as Finland, for example, starting school early and incorporating curriculum such as play as early as 3-year-olds going to school, and with structured curriculum outcomes from that age and going on. And also looking at how technology and AI has advanced, the question that we need to ask ourselves is that education that we're receiving equally going to answer some of the challenges that the world is facing right now. And you can see that a lot of African countries, unfortunately, are playing catch up as far as development and AI and technology is concerned. Only now the African continent has come up with policies such as AI policies. And we've been there. We saw it in COVID during 2020 and 2021, that we should have taken a proactive approach to ensure that we are able to produce matric students that are able to go to universities already having these 21st century skills. And right now, it looks like as soon as COVID disappeared, we went back into what has been the norm. So I think what we need to do now is to challenge the norm. And that is not only a thing that must be done by the government. All of us as a country must be aboard that, because we know, it's not like we don't know. We know what it is that needs to be done. From a civil society point of view, we just need to advocate more for the policies to change. And as parents, as the society of South Africa, challenge the curriculum as it is right now, from what the pass rate is from 30%, because it doesn't make sense that you're saying somebody has an exit exam or mark of 30%, whereas the university requires 50% as a minimum. So there is a big mismatch in what is happening in grade 12 in terms of the public schools, not just South Africa, but also Southern Africa. If you look at the curriculum, it's similar. It does not what is required in the market and also in the university. And I can see that there is hope only if we change the curriculum so it speaks to what's required. And not only think about African education as Africans will only be in the African market in terms of the jobs. We've seen a large migration of African graduates going to different parts of the world. We need to think about that. If I go to China as a grade student, am I able to code? Because coding is an integrated subject in all Chinese curriculum, all the way from grade R to grade 12. So we need to think about that, and we need to act now so that we're able to make sure that everybody that graduates from high school has all the core skills needed in the market and to survive and contribute to the community, trade, the economy.
I find what you're saying very interesting, because it does feel like that. It feels like we went back to like our factory settings. I mean, when you look at how there's a lot of pushback regarding even technology and trying to incorporate technology into our education. Of course, not withstanding the fact that we have the quintile 1 and 2 schools who, technology will be a lot harder to incorporate. But the fact of the matter is that some of them do have access to either cell phone, a laptop, a tablet, but we're not necessarily equipping ourselves with the incorporation of technology within our education. And somehow we expect them to know and understand it when they step into tertiary education. So I think this is the one year where we really need to make this the biggest question. What does the future of our education look like? Considering the fact that the young people are exposed to things like AI. And AI is not necessarily just about the artificial intelligence, but the incorporation of algorithms. So they do understand the personalization of technology and how that can also appeal to them. So imagine if we were to incorporate something like that within our schools. I think it would take us 10 years into the future. And I'm hoping that the partnerships that we formed in the G20, the likes of China, who got it really right very, very early on, are also able to assist us with that. Where can we find more information about your platform, your program, and maybe what's also coming up in the near future for the program?
Yeah, please start. So our platforms, we're on most of the social media. It's Masinyusane Development on Instagram, and it's Masinyusane Development on Facebook, and also on LinkedIn. So we have a cool website where everybody anywhere in the world can see the work that we're doing, which is www.masinyusane.org. You are able to see all our results since we started with the program in 2023. And interestingly, Masinyusane doesn't just do Razizandi, the other programs, because we believe in the ecosystems, we believe in addressing sustainable development goals, and we're using one to trickle the other. Because we're also looking at the issues of unemployment. That's why we're using youth to do this literacy initiative. So we found on our website, there's a cool way of looking at, again, thanks for mentioning AI, because we're using AI to analyze our data. And we have real-time insights every time we walk into any classroom. We have a team that's dedicated at analyzing the data as it comes in. So go into our website and you're able to view the data in real time from our results from the earlier years we've started into where we are now. And you can see how technology has evolved in making sure that just on your WhatsApp bot, you are able to teach a child, you're able to track a young person walking into schools in those, what we say, quintile 1 to 3 schools where everybody thinks technology cannot happen. So go into our website and our social media, we'll see the magic that we're doing in the Nelson Mandela Bay district, and the aim is to go countrywide.
Amazing stuff, man. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks, Doctor. Thanks for
Awesome. It is a 7:52 Central African time. That was Stanford Ndlovu, who is doing amazing work within the education space. They have a program that is running across 150 schools, Zazi Zandi, which is a literacy and numeracy program, and also a Sunday World Unsung Hero. His name is Stanford Ndlovu. And it's so important for us to think about the future of African education. I have a really big beef with history. The subject history. I can tell you every war that happened in Europe, and I really, it bothers me so much that African history is not put in the forefront. What we know about ourselves is from an inferior complex point of view. So already as a teenager, you get taught about slavery. You don't get taught about kings and queens. You don't get taught about African fashion or Africanism. Why are we not tested on things like that? Guys, trust me, Trump makes sure that we know our history because he keeps repeating it. He makes sure that we know about the wars and all of that because he's constantly repeating it. Leave Europe. Let's talk about Africa. Let's talk about African history. Let's talk about the fact that diamonds were found here. Let's talk about the fact that gold was found here, because that is really what Africa is, not slavery. We're not known to be inferior. There were kings and queens that they found here when they arrived. And I think it's important that our young people know that, so that they also act like the superiors that they are and take ownership for that. Our Africanism should not be minimalist. We are maximalist. It should not be inferior. People woke up and was draped. Think of Yoruba and Igbo and Edu kings and queens. Do you think they woke up and just wore a shirt and some shorts? No. They wore robes that were green and gold and pink and blue and red. all of these colors with the bangles surrounding their arms, gold bangles. And when you want to be minimalist, please, man, give me a break. 7:54 Central African time, right here on the Oasis.
Call us on +27 63 406 9126.
I can see my whole world changing.
And contribute to the conversation. Wake up with Oasis.
Remix, Mr. Flavor, Valley Dance Hard, and a shower remix. You know. What do you know? After all, I go. Those things are burning all the girls there. Yeah. Hey. Baby, fire they go. All the boys sit down colo, and they want some poro potom potom pom. She con the pium 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 pium. Waka waka baby, uru uru baby, kona kona baby. And I go tell my mama, and I go tell my papa, and I go tell am say, you be waka waka baby, you be chuku chuku baby, baby sawale, sawa sawa sawale, sawa sawa sawale. Hey, pom pom, iporokotom, ipom pom, iporokotom, ipom pom, iporokotom, ipom pom, iporokotom. Akolopa, 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 ipom pom. Ọjàrí pọpọ, ukunwa baby, achukurege, ipom pom. Ashawo, awusha, awusha, ashawo, ashawo, awusha, pom pom. Pom pom. And the baby sawa lele, sawa le, sawa 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 le. My baby, let me feel it. My baby, let me feel it. My baby, let me feel it. Let me feel it. My baby, let me feel it. Let me feel it. My baby, let me feel it. My baby, lahi lahi ilala. Aboki manu where the suya. Aki aki alcohol. Me I want to chop money. I get them plenty, plenty, plenty. Looking for sexy, sexy, sexy. I want some poro potom potom pom. She con the pium 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 pium. Waka waka baby, uru uru baby, kona kona baby. And I go tell my mama, and I go tell my papa, and I go tell am say, you be waka waka baby, you be chuku chuku baby, baby sawale, sawa sawa sawale, sawa sawa sawale. Pom pom, iporokotom, ipom pom, iporokotom, ipom pom, iporokotom, ipom pom, iporokotom. Akolopa, 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 ipom pom. Ọjàrí pọpọ, ukunwa baby, achukurege, ipom pom. Ashawo, awusha, awusha, ashawo, ashawo, awusha, pom pom. Pom pom. And the baby sawa lele, sawa le, sawa 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 le. Yeah. Come on. All the boys now. Mr. Flavor, put it outside. Remix. What the wild pun dancer. Yeah.
It is a flavor with Noir Baby coming through there. Just a minute to go before we head to the news and find out what's happening. Also, our geopolitical news is moving at 3 yaws per second. This is the Oasis with me in Takamhlanga. Just an hour left, and we're going to get some great music this time around. I'm going to sit with a Grammy-nominated producer, DJ, and artist who is releasing a brand new song called Show Me. And I always find it lovely whenever the people who are behind the scenes now come to the forefront and enjoy some great music. So I really can't wait to see what they get to do with the music. I can't wait to see new music this year. Rumor has it Beyonce's releasing. I need her to drop an album. I need her to come to South Africa, like, for my sake. Come on, girl. You already killed us with the Cowboy Carter not coming through, and we would have sung it songs like, word for word. So I hope that she does us right this year and next year. We need to save money. And also the birthdays this year, guys. Have you started planning your birthday? I have, and I'm looking forward to celebrating this year and celebrating people's wins this year. It is at 8 a.m. Central African time. It's time for news.
Get Channel Africa on DSTV Audio Bouquet. Channel 802. SABC News. The African Perspective.
Thank you, Nzako. Top stories this hour. China diplomat suspends a trip to Mogadishu as U.S.-Somalia ties are strained, and Washington National Opera to leave Kennedy Center. Good morning. China's top diplomat Wang Yi has postponed a historic visit to Somalia, which would have marked the first visit by a Chinese foreign minister since the 1980s. This decision comes amid strained U.S.-Somalia relations and follows Israel's recognition of Somaliland, while the Somali Foreign Affairs Ministry is expected to provide details regarding the postponement. Wang continues his tour in Africa to promote strategic trade access. Currently, he is in Tanzania to enhance bilateral relations and has already engaged with Ethiopia's Prime Minister on cooperative efforts in various sectors. And there will be an opening parade today of the navies of a number of BRICS plus countries, including South Africa, Russia, China, and Iran, at the naval base in Simonstown. The operation, termed Exercise Will for Peace 2026, started yesterday and ends on Friday next week. Its theme is joint actions to ensure the safety of shipping and maritime economic activities. The Department of Defense says participating nations agree that the theme reflects the collective commitment to safeguard maritime trade routes, enhance shared cooperation procedures, and deepen cooperation in support of peaceful maritime security initiatives. And the United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres has expressed shock and regret over the White House's announcement to withdraw the United States from several UN multilateral entities. Speaking in a media briefing through his spokesperson, Stephanie Dujarric, on Thursday, the Secretary-General emphasized that financial contributions to the UN are legal obligations under the UN Charter and reaffirmed that all the UN bodies will continue implementing their mandates despite their decision.
The Secretary General regrets the announcement by the White House regarding the United States' decision to withdraw from a number of United Nations entities. As we have consistently said and underscored, assess contributions to the United Nations regular budget and the peacekeeping budget as approved by the General Assembly are legal obligations under the United Nations Charter for every member state, including the United States. All United Nations entities will go on with the implementation of their mandates as given to us by member states.
And relations between Somalia and the United States have hit a low point after Washington said it would pause further assistance that benefits the government in Mogadishu amid a dispute over the demolition of a World Food Programme warehouse. Somalia's Ministry of Foreign Affairs earlier disputed the assertion, and the U.S. provided aid had been stolen and said it remained in WFP custody. The accusations comes as the U.S. pursues an aggressive immigration policy that has posed a stumbling block to relations between Washington and Mogadishu. The Trump administration has barred citizens of Somalia from entering the U.S. and last month said it was auditing immigration cases involving U.S. citizens of Somali origin to detect fraud, political scientist Cletus Sufri.
So we are beginning to see more of the U.S. Going against the UN Charter and going against the sovereignty, the Geneva Conventions, and many other international peace treaties. Unfortunately for Somalia, they are just one of them, and it goes without saying that we're going to be seeing a lot of Donald Trump's rhetorics and extracurricular diplomatic issues.
And Washington National Opera will leave the Kennedy Center, marking the latest departure from the storied Washington Art Institution since President Donald Trump and his allies took it over. The opera said in a statement it seeks an amicable early termination of its affiliation agreement with the Kennedy Center to resume operations as a fully independent non-profit entity after changes at the center. The Kennedy Center has been home to the opera for more than 50 years. Trump named himself chairman and filled its board with his allies last year. In December, the institution's board renamed it as the Donald J. Trump and the John F. Kennedy Memorial Center for the Performing Arts. Democrats, noting that the center's name was established by Congress, have said Trump's rebranding has no force of law, while John F. Kennedy's family denounced the renaming move as undermining the slain president's legacy. A recap of the top story. China's top diplomat Wang Yi has postponed a historic visit to Somalia, the first by a Chinese foreign minister since the 1980s, amid strained U.S.-Somalia relations and Israel's recognition of Somaliland. Wang continues his Africa tour, currently in Tanzania, to promote strategic trade and enhance bilateral relations. For any news stories you'd like to share with us, please send an email to newsroom@channelafrica.co.za or call us on +2 711 714 4459. For Channel Africa News, I am Matapela Mahape.
SABC News. The African Perspective. Your weekend escape starts with the Oasis with Nzako Muhlanga. Music and fresh perspective.
8:06 Central African Time. Welcome back to it. Is the sun shining? Let me know on a +2 783288 6684. I want to know because our studios are downstairs, so we don't get to see the sunrise. So when I go out, it's either pouring rain or the sun is kissing us good morning. So let me know. And on social media, we are at Channel Africa 1. Welcome to it. Welcome to the third and final hour. We're going to get into some brand new music today. And the music is coming from Grammy-nominated artist. Grammy. Not Granny. But Grammy-nominated artist Vumala, and he's going to be joining us in studio today to give us some brand new music called Show Me, and I want him to show me. Jeez, I can imagine, like, what will you even eat for breakfast being a Grammy-nominated artist? That would make me lose my mind. I don't know. I think I'd lose my mind, man. On social media, we are at Channel Africa 1. We're going to get into some brand new music and also catch up with what's happening. My social media is just buzzing right now. When we look at Ultimate Girls Trip, there's things happening. I don't know. Last week we were chatting to the researcher and producer for Ultimate Girls Trip. And for me, I think power of perception is very, very important, guys. When you step into the world of media and social media, do you not to a certain degree want to be perceived a certain way? Yes, we talk about be yourself, but it's kind of similar when you go to your family, right? Around your family, you're a different person. Around your colleagues, you're a different person. Around your friends, you're a different person, because it's power of perception. And I'm looking at some of the comments that were said, and it was said by some of my favorite characters, and I'm not gonna lie, she's going to my red list, man. I'm really disappointed by some of the things that were said about Crystal, and it's not like we stand Crystal or anything, but I think just bullying all around, it's kind of strange for me to see it happening in 4K. The last time I was bullied was in primary school, and I remember even then I got into so much trouble because I would fetch my bullies. Like, you guys think I throw heads now? No. Back then, hey, I used to have this thing. So when I joined a new primary school, it was in grade 6. And it was the year I lost my grandmother. So I was going through a lot as a child, you know. I'm firstborn. I was going through a lot, moving into a new school, you know. And I used to get bullied a lot because I had really short hair and I looked like a boy. You know, I had a very boyish, athletic body. So a lot of people would, you know, kind of assume that I'm a boy. And yeah, you know, we only grew into our femininity now, guys. But anyway, and a lot of the boys used to bully me and say, you know, I'm like a boy. But now my problem is... most people, when they're bullied, you know, they kind of, you know, they cry about and all of that. I didn't. I fetched them. The moment the afternoon bell hit, I went to their classrooms and I said, come, we're going outside. And I fetched them and I went for them. That's the thing. I mean, look, people are very, very different. And I think, you know, so for me, how I handled my bullies was, you know, I went for you. And I didn't really struggle with bullying after that. Even in high school, you know, the bullying was very silly. But it was nothing that really affected my academics or anything like that, or affected me. But yeah, like just seeing bullying like on TV live like that, it's kind of wild to me. Like, guys, we're still doing this? Like, this is real? I thought, like, what are you teaching your kids? You know, I think it's so important to think about public perception whenever you step into the limelight. It is 8:10 Central African time. Welcome to the third and final hour of the show.
Rejuvenate your mind, rejuvenate your soul with Oasis.
Madapiri pazoshitika. Madapiri pazoshitika.
Madotolo oposa 1,500 amene amagwira ntchito yaulere mu zipatala zaboma mu dziko la Zambia azanyanyala ntchito lachisanu sabata ya mawa, ndipo Daniel Shabanda kutambasula nkhani.
Madotolo oposa 1,500 amene amagwira ntchito mopanda malipiro apamwezi dziko la Zambia akuyembekezera kuyamba kunyanyala ntchito. Ichi ndi chifukwa chakuti boma lalephera kuwalemba ntchito monga mmene lidawalonjezera. Channel Africa News yalankhulana ndi mkulu wa bungwe la madotolo la Resident Doctors Association of Zambia, Dr. Paul Chiwe, akugomeza kuti madotolo ambiri amene akugwira ntchito mu zipatala zaboma akugwira ntchito yaulere, ndipo ali ndi chiyembekezo chakuti tsiku lina adzalembedwa ntchito ndi boma. Zochitika pa nthawi ya 6 koloko kufikira 7 koloko madzulo, lolemba mpaka lachisanu ndi Madapiri.
Are you fluent in French, Chinyanja, Portuguese, and Kiswahili? Are you passionate about radio? And are you looking to work in South Africa? Do you have papers that qualify you to work in South Africa? In that case, we might have an opportunity for you to work for Channel Africa. Send us your CV and demo at newsroom@channelafrica.co.za. Remember, if you don't hear from us within 14 days, it means you have not made it or you have not been selected.
Channel Africa, the African perspective.
This is the Oasis on Channel Africa with Tsako Muhlanga.
from 6 till 9 a.m. Central African Time on Channel Africa, the African perspective. Wake up with the Oasis.
She wanna chill with the big boys. She want money, she want enjoy. When she with me, give her ding dong. She in my feet with the big boys. She wanna chill with the big boys. She want money, she want enjoy. When she with me, give her ding dong, make her enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. With a big boy, I'm a big boy, enjoy. Give her big fuss, I'm a enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. With a big boy, I'm a big boy, enjoy. Give her big fuss.
Big boy, yeah, she let her call me Poppy. Late at night, yeah, she ride it like a Harley. Anything you want just to make you happy. Dinner time, yeah, chew it like a chappy. Damn piece on my side like I'm over. Lucky, lucky like a 4-leaf clover. Kill it, dumb till it's over. Love drunk, baby, give me hangover. You know the vibe is so fine, I cannot control my eye. And I no reply when the streets hit me up, I know be shy. Baby, you a dream, forever my queen.
She wanna chill with the big boys. She want money, she want enjoy. When she with me, give her ding dong. She in my feet with the big boy. She wanna chill with the big boys. She want money, she want enjoy. When she with me, give her ding dong, make her enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. With a big boy, I'm a big boy, enjoy. Give her big fuss, I'm a enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. With a big boy, I'm a big boy, enjoy. Give her big fuss, yeah. Bébé, qu'est-ce que tu fais, dis-moi tu es prêt, Je veux expliquer, give me couple seconds. I go pick you in a phantom, we can go to Santon. I go drop a couple racks on you cause you a bad fool. Take that for me, that's all on me. Your love for me, if you bet that for me, that's all on me. Your love for me. With a big boy, I'm a big boy, enjoy. Give a big fuss, I'm a enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. With a big boy, I'm a big boy, enjoy. Give a big fuss.
8:18 Central African time. It is a Manu World Star featuring Diani Africa and Vuga M with the big boys. And I hope you're rolling around with the big boys. Kickstarting that one was Nomfundo Mo with Izibusi. So the blessings that are coming this year, we cannot even fathom. On social media, we are at Channel Africa 1. This is the Oasis. Happens every single Saturday and Sunday from 6 to 9 a.m. We wake you up in the African way, and the African sunrise is there's nothing like it. Trust me. There's something very orange, very warm, very promising about the African sunrise, and that's why we choose it to wake you up today. How are you feeling? What are your plans for today? I'm hoping it's going to be a lovely, warm day, perhaps spending it indoors, maybe recouping after the first week of work. Have you managed to get your sleep schedule together? For me, I always make sure at least a week before work starts, I sleep at 9, just to try kickstart the sleeping schedule so that you're not inundating yourself with a lack of sleep and on top of that, a lot of work. I'm sure you regret all the times you said we'll circle back to this next year, because now you have to circle on everything. Now you're circling back on everything. You should have just done it last year, ne? It is at 8:19 Central African time right here on the Oasis.
From group stages to the final whistle, the latest update on the ground coverage and analysis that matter. Don't miss this AFCON action on Channel Africa.
Africa. It's time to plug into the heartbeat of the continent. Tune in to Channel Africa, your go-to radio station that broadcasts in 5 different languages.
L'Afrique du Sud célèbre la journée nationale du
Kabla hujaitwa kwa jina la double K
or more of our forests have been destroyed.
Partido Africano da Independência da Guiné.
See, Channel Africa represents every corner of this amazing land. From Lagos to Cape Town, Nairobi to Dakar, we've got you covered with the freshest news, music, and cultures. So, turn up the volume, feel the rhythm. And join the conversation. Channel Africa, the African perspective. The Morning Switch Weekend with the Shy Guy.
The story that takes us to Zambia. There are 2 men actually that were sentenced to prison for the plot to kill the president with witchcraft. You go like what? So these guys were arrested actually in Lusaka, and what was found on them was a live chameleon. Can you believe that? Animal tails and bottles of concoction. That law takes us back to 1914, which is the Witchcraft Act. I can imagine now arrested and they go to jail for the next 2 years. You know, I presume that when you get to jail, they get to ask you actually, what is it that you committed? Now, this is the first of its kind, by the way, for somebody to be arrested for such. They remember whenever they pass. Hey, Chikanga! Hey, Uloya! Hey, Mulosi! And imagine here I am in these early hours of the mornings, I get to talk about witchcraft.
Saturday and Sunday mornings belong to the Morning Switch. 3 to 6 a.m. Central African Time. The Oasis on Channel Africa. Wake up with the Oasis.
I don't charge my energy, I no get time for no enemy. Tori pe wale to me. Nothing with person never see, I'm on nothing with person never see. Forget it, I say fashi. Money soon expected. Take our body, I jump. I take her to the person. Je. I'm in the answer, then yes, sir. Then I'm in the answer, yes, sir. Respect is reciprocal, even though I know say I'm special. Anybody, when no one to surgery. Anybody, when no the carry body. I can't something, I can't something. Go back to fele, I can't something. You want your bed, you never walk. Should not because myself, I never talk. I look you, they laugh, you go. I shall no say the time go come, mama, I no say the time go come. When you no go fit the line, mama, life not on python. Whether you like or not, to patch it, me a best go pass. So yeah, keep me jack on. Anybody, when no one to surgery. Anybody, when no the carry body. I can't something, I can't something. Go back to fele, I can't something. Money soon expected. Take our body, I jump. I take her to the person. Je. I'm in the answer, then yes, sir. Then I'm in the answer, yes, sir. Respect is reciprocal, even though I know say I'm special. Anybody, when no one to surgery. Anybody, when not the carry body. I can't something, I can't something. Go back to fele, I can't something.
Oasis on Channel Africa with Tsako Muhlanga.
Quand j'ai les rêves, mon cœur a fait boum boum. Je me suis posé un tas de questions qui m'ont mené à la conclusion que dans le fond je ne l'ai jamais oublié. Mes sentiments, j'aimerais bien les bafouer, mais y a des choses que je suis obligé d'avouer. Comme le fait que tu ne seras jamais à moi. Aujourd'hui tu es là, mais demain tu seras dans un avion. Tu dis que tu m'aimes, mais tu t'endors dans les bras d'un autre. Ainsi va la vie. Dis-moi à quel moment je devrais croire que t'es pas comme les autres. Baby, tell me. Je te pose des questions dont j'ai les réponses, mais je veux voir si tu vas me mytho. Et tu n'as fait que me mentir. Pendant que les soirs tu dors dans sa maison, moi je suis dans une bataille entre le cœur et la raison. Pendant que les soirs tu dors dans sa maison, moi je suis dans une bataille entre le cœur et la raison. Et j'entends mon cœur crier oh. Est-ce que ça c'est le destin? Et j'entends la raison qui me dit laisse tomber, car c'est déjà la femme d'elle. J'entends la raison qui me dit laisse tomber, car c'est déjà la femme d'un autre.
Entre nous c'était si spécial, puis ça frôlait l'illégal. On était bon mais c'était pas assez bon. Il était déjà dans les parages. J'ai dû faire un choix entre mon cœur et ma raison. Je vois bien que tu m'en veux, mais je suis déjà dans sa maison. Bébé, dis-moi que tu m'aimes. Avec lui ce n'est pas la même. J'ai trop que notre amour pour une traîne. On est passé de l'amour à la haine. Je te vois partout, partout. T'étais mon tout, tout, tout. Mon bébé, dis-moi que tu m'aimes. Dans tes yeux je vois tellement de haine. Pendant que les soirs je dors dans sa maison, je suis dans une bataille entre le cœur et la raison.
Pendant que les soirs tu dors dans sa maison, moi je suis dans une bataille entre le cœur et la raison. Et j'entends mon cœur crier oh. Est-ce que ça c'est le destin? Et j'entends la raison qui me dit laisse tomber, car c'est déjà la femme d'elle. J'entends la raison qui me dit laisse tomber, car c'est déjà la femme d'elle. Baby Jouka, baby Jouka, là je suis touché oh. Je ne peux pas zouker, nano, baby Jouka, oh. Là je suis piqué.
It is 8:28 Central African time. It's Cohen Raisin featuring Emma, music from Gabon called Making. And I'm hoping that I'm making your morning this morning. It is, I'm hoping it's a sunny morning. It's no rain.
It is sunny, blue skies.
Oh, great. At least Muntu can take a walk. There's nothing like the African sunrise. For me, I've traveled and I've seen sunrises in different countries. And trust me, the African one, there's just something about the sun here. I can't believe we have one sun. I don't believe that we have one sun, but it's beautiful. Waking up in the morning in Africa, it feels different. There's something about it. It is almost 8:30 and we're going to get into some brand new music. I'm excited about all the music that's going to come this year. And I really want to get into some new genres, especially like the likes of like neo soul and Afro beats. And I just want people to play around with genres. And I can't wait to speak to this particular, and I don't think I'll ever call you anything else, but Grammy nominated. Like I'm shaking an EGOT hand. Like, are you being for real? I'm going to do a proper intro, but I want to hear your music first because I feel like the conversation is going to, be based off of what I hear. And I be blind hear it, by the way. I know a lot of presenters tend to, take it back. They want to listen to it and then analyze it. For me, it's a blind reaction.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to blind react to
the
yourself.
Stakes are high.
Very high. No, but you said Grammy, so I think we're on the right track somewhere. It is at 8:30 Central African time. It's Vumala with Show Me, and show me what you got.
from 6 till 9 a.m. Central African Time on Channel Africa, the African perspective.
I've been holding on. I've been searching, praying for so long. I've been waiting. I've been holding on. Now I'm ready. Now I'm ready. I want you to
Grammy nominated producer, artist, DJ, and creator. And you showed us.
Hello.
I love it. I'm obsessed with it. I love how I feel after listening to this. Because that's what I wanted to get, that blind reaction of how would I feel after this. And I feel encouraged. I was telling you that it actually took me back to Thailand, and let me explain why.
There's a story about Thailand, and I'm curious.
Yeah, no, okay. So there's this thing, event thing. It's like a yacht party that they have, right? Okay. And then we went. It's in the middle of the ocean.
Yacht in Thailand.
I mean, pretty. So and this is to be honest, I don't know why it took me there, because that was probably one of the best days of my entire life, because I was literally in the middle of the ocean. I had no network on my phone. I was on a yacht with like people I did not know, and you know, when you say show me how good it can get, like I feel like that was the moment that life actually showed me how good it could get. So it took me there.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so that's the story. It's not a crazy. The crazy stories are for after on off air.
Off air, but I think it is a little bit crazy, just in terms of like being in a different country.
Yeah.
On a yacht is pretty cool experience, and like you say, it's something that how good can it get? Like having those moments and having the presence to be like, hey, this is not just a normal thing. I should like sit in it for a second.
Yeah.
Which is something I can be very bad at.
Really?
Just not like being present in the moment. I think it's very easy to be future focused more often than not.
Do you feel like you moved the goalpost for yourself?
I'm trying to throw out the goalpost entirely, which was a hard and painful experience for my last year. It was just being like this. You can sit on a hamster wheel and realize that there actually is no happiness to be had so long as you're on the hamster wheel. So you just got to throw the whole thing out.
Literally, I'd swear you were listening to the show from the morning, because it's exactly what we were talking about. We were talking about how, you know, like when you think about what life throws at us, like it doesn't ask for permission. You know, you literally can wake up thinking you're going to have the best day ever. Then you get a call that changes everything, right? Sure. And that's why like joy, happiness being the only emotion you choose is really unfair. And you have to be intentional about it. But I feel like with music like this, we need a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Don't you think? Like society right now, it's very like it's very deep.
I think so.
Very serious.
I think so. I think I didn't like writing the song for me was not. It wasn't written from a place of happiness. It was written from like a plea and like a place of being seriously downcast, and oftentimes I write music that's aspirational, as in I write music that feels the way I wish I felt. And at the time of this writing, I did not feel optimistic or happy or just upbeat in any way. And so sitting and writing the song was just like a plea of the lyrics, like, God, please show me how good it can get. The quiet part that's not being said is because right now it is not good at all. And seeing what has happened in the last 2 weeks has just been a complete flip and switch, and just God being like, okay, challenge accepted. Here, hold my beer.
Oh my
like
gosh,
it's been.
That makes me so. I don't even know you like that, but it makes me so happy to know that. Okay, so let's brag about you for a moment, because we need to understand. You know, because for me, like, this is very important. I don't mind being a fan. I literally, we could be the same age, and if I'm a fan, I'm a fan. There's nothing embarrassing about it. I don't know why we've made it an embarrassing thing to be a fan. I'm a fan. And I'm a fan because to meet someone who is on EGOT level is crazy. Like, that's
I'm missing
crazy.
all of the statues, so I'm not even anywhere near the EGOT.
Sorry.
But, you know, maybe one day in the future.
There's a reason why God gave you the G first. Okay? Clock it. So you have worked with Mother, Beyonce, Clean Bandit, Cynthia Erivo. I mean, Manana, Shakana, Amifako. Like, I need you to walk me through your career.
My career has been... So I've always loved this music thing, and I think I really got into it at like 13 when I discovered I've always been a nerd. I love computers and coding and just being in that world, and then I've loved music, but those two never intersected. And then one day I was working on, my dad had gotten a new laptop, and there was this thing called GarageBand on it, which is like a very entry-level production software, and sitting in that chair, it changed my entire life, because suddenly I could put those things together. And that's when I was like, this is what I want to do. So I've just been making music and recording it and trying to produce it myself since I was 13. And slowly but surely this led me to working with other people. Like Umanana is someone that I went to university with. He was 2 years ahead of me. And a friend of mine and I had started a YouTube live room kind of thing, and we're like, hey, do you want to be on this thing? He came, sang incredible vocal, as we all know, and then after that he's like, hey, we should do something, and we just started working together. And so we have made a lot of music together over the course of his career. Majority of the music that he's released has been with us, and he's an incredible producer in his own right. And but getting to work with him through the arc of his career has been amazing, and that slowly leads to other opportunities. And eventually in 2018 I moved to New York, and that was just let me go see what's happening on the other side of the world. And I happened to meet someone who knew the Queen herself, and they sent them a beat that I'd made. And the next thing I knew, the whole steamroll began.
Okay, listen, I'm not even the beehive. I'm literally the security guard of the beehive. Like, I need you to understand. I'm a bouncer.
Okay.
Which song?
Find Your Way Back.
Thank you, guys. I'm done with the show. What do you mean? Are you serious right now? We need to take a break. It is 8:40 Central African time right here on the Oasis.
As Africa renews, so does its voices. 60 years of Channel Africa.
Téléchargez l'application Channel Africa sur votre Play Store ou Apple Store afin de pouvoir suivre toutes nos émissions en direct de là où vous vous trouvez. Channel Africa, la perspective africaine.
As the sun rises on 2026, Channel Africa celebrates with you. This year, may prosperity flow like water. May unity strengthen our nations. And may every African story inspire the world.
Channel Afrique vous accompagne dans cette célébration. Que l'espoir illumine notre continent.
Que as vozes de África ecoem com orgulho.
Ustawi na ufanisi na vitiririke kama maji.
From all of us at Channel Africa, we wish you and yours a joyful, successful, and prosperous 2026.
Channel Africa, the African perspective.
Ease into your weekend morning. It's the Oasis with Nthako Muhlanga. Only on Channel Africa.
That was great.
Thank you so much. It is 8:41 Central African time. And, well, we actually did need to take a break. Like, don't worry. It was a time decision. But I also needed to just lose my mind a little bit. I am so inspired by people who can actually say, I'm packing up and I'm leaving. Like, what are you talking about? Like, and it's not like, oh, no, I'm packing up, I'm leaving, I'm going to Sandton from Centurion.
Sure.
No. You're saying New York. Yeah. As a black man.
Yes.
Knowing what happens that side.
To be fair, at that time, I think the world is a little bit more optimistic, but...
Yeah, it was still the American dream.
Yeah.
You know, right now it's American nightmare.
I think that leaving... my family is so supportive. And I think that they are the reason I've been able to do what I've done, because they have, without blinking, supported me at every step of the way, at great personal cost to themselves at sometimes. Like, my siblings are incredible. Like, my sister's a dietitian. She just crushes it. She posts online. She does her thing. My brother is a film director, and he's going to be the voice of sci-fi in Africa. What? I am convinced of that. He's an incredibly talented director, and they've been popping on socials for years. And to have them just support me, both emotionally through the journey of being so away from home for many years, and also structurally now in this, like, craziness where I'm starting to learn what it looks like to be a little bit forward facing. I think, like, having family who wants your success is, and nothing else, I think is amazing. And that's what, like, I try to show up with that same energy. Like, we just show up in each other's lives in that way. And I think that's the scaffolding that everything is built. And so that's why going and leaving home is actually quite hard, because you have to step away from that support system, or at least it's remote for a little bit.
The cocoon. I mean, it feels safe. Stepping into a brand new continent altogether.
Sure.
You have no idea who's there, what's happening. Yeah. But talk to me about that, because that was 2 years before COVID hits.
Yes.
What was that transition like? And now having to navigate your career that is mostly, it requires a lot of public interaction.
Yeah.
Now being remote.
I think that the journey, my career, and then COVID, it was an unfortunate timing of things, because essentially the Beyonce record came out, and that fundamentally, like, immediately the entire world kind of, like, there's a microscope on you. It's like, who are you? Where did you come from? Which is an amazing thing. You kind of work your whole career for that moment of people paying attention. But within a couple of months, COVID hit. And that took all of that momentum out of the sales, because now the world has shut down. And so as a person who was looking for the opportunity to produce records for other people, suddenly it goes from, like, oh my gosh, who is this kid? We should get in and work with them too. I'm not working with anyone. No one is working. No one's in the studio. We're all focused on survival. And being in New York during COVID was ground zero. It was the most uncanny thing. Just like watching the city turn into what felt like I was living in I Am Legend.
I was about to say,
it was like I went and sat and had a picnic in the middle of Fifth Avenue in Times Square. It's like the most busiest road in Times Square. Just like sat down in the middle of the road, and it was a wild experience, but a growing one. And then by the time the world sort of came back up and started moving, everyone had kind of moved on. So you have to kind of rebuild momentum. And it's been a journey of like slowly building. And like, I think that I've learned that there's no silver bullet. I think that there's small things that add up towards the general arc of a thing. And I'm grateful for every single step. Like every time someone leaves a comment, to me, that's like such a big win. Anytime someone is excited about the music or feels a certain emotion that I think resonates with me, like that's a win. And I've learned to kind of keep my head down and look at those, like every little step as progress rather than ignoring everything and being like, I'll only be happy when I get that thing. I think that perspective change has been massive for me.
I'm still like, I'm processing so many things right now. Sorry, I'm a slow processor, right? Because I'm trying to bring this story together. The fact that you come from a family like that, for me, I love it because we hear a lot of struggle stories to success. You know, it's like you were abandoned, you were, you know, grew up in a home or whatever. But to hear that you actually just come from warmth and love and support, I think is a story of Black success that we need more of, you know, and it's important that even in creative spaces, we're able to support our, you know, our family members, because you actually never know who you're supporting. So now coming back and watching music also evolve, watching the artists you work with evolve, what is that experience like for you? Because essentially also your music and what you put out there and what you create, I'm thinking also is evolving as well.
It is.
So what influences that?
I think that I've spent the majority of my career helping craft and tell other people's stories and build their worlds. And so for me, this project is, I just got to the point where it's like I had something to say and I had a sound that I wanted to explore that felt like it was a little bit wonky, and it is an amalgamation of influences that, like, I'm talking like South African dance genres that are like purely South African, but then it might have other influences, like my friend Ray is a gospel singer, and bringing her in, and like there was just these genres that I wanted to explore, and no one else would do it, so except me. Like I was the only one who could do this, and so it's been really exciting to just put music out that I love, that I think is weird and doing things in an interesting way, and it's exciting to me. I think getting back to making music for me has been the crux of my last year of trying to refine that excitement and childlike playing. So it changes completely. When I'm in the session, if I'm working on an album for you, it is not about me. I'm at the service of you, the artist. And that is the most important thing to me, is how can I hold the space elevated and create the world under which you're trying to operate. For my project, it's just me, and that's so exciting because I can do whatever I want, and that's liberating in some ways.
But you're still at the service of the artist to you.
Sure.
So it's kind of taking yourself even out of that. You know, you also have to be your producer, so you also have to give yourself the criticism to say, wait, does this sound good for this particular thing? So it must be interesting wearing those different hats in studio.
I think I've put enough reps in to be able to trust my taste at this point. I'm no longer thinking, is this good? I now think, does this make me feel the way that I want to feel? I purely go from that emotive landscape. I think that being a songwriter in a professional setting, it means I've studied and learned and been in hundreds upon hundreds of sessions. I have thousands of unreleased songs. Just you put in the reps, and on my bad day, I need to be able to write a fine song. you know?
Yeah, because I was about to say, when I'm having a bad day, man, I'm putting on a show. I'm grabbing some food. I'm eating pizza and chocolate mousse. Like, you grab a pen and a paper and you're like, okay, let's go.
Yeah, I need to be able to write a fine song. Like, that's the barometer. But I think that what we're looking for in the creative industry is those strikes of lightning where it kind of like the things just align and inspiration aligns, and it's not just a good song or a great song, but it's like a special song. And I think that you can't really fake that, but you can just show up every day and put in the work. And so that's kind of how I'm thinking about it. I'm trying not to criticize my work as I'm making it. I'm trying to be like, does this feel good? The criticism, I think, has been the default for too long, and I'm actually trying to unlearn that.
So what has happened in the last 2 weeks where the song is now manifesting itself into your life?
I think I posted the song so ad hoc, just like it had been on my hard drive for a while. And I had a very close friend of mine just come to the studio and listen to the song, and I happened to have like my camera up, and I just played it for him, and his reaction was special. So then he's like, I'll play that song again. So I played it again, just recorded his reaction and posted it online, not thinking anything, and just being like, you know what, I would like to have the bravery. I've been making, like, through the month of December, I've been making these records that I'm really excited about, and I've just been getting back to making music for me, and I'll just be in the kitchen on my laptop pressing buttons, and kind of like no need for a fancy studio or anything like that, just kind of going back to basics. So I had a bunch of these songs and played him the song. He reacted really well. I posted it online, didn't think much of it. And then it just started resonating with folks, I think, who had similarly gone through maybe a tough year or were looking for hope for moving in towards the new year. And I love that it's given people some sort of like language to a mantra or like to hope. And because that's what it has been for me. And then since then it's just been moving, and I'm very grateful for it. I'm just trying to keep up with it and hold on for dear life, and I'm just grateful for anyone that interacts with the music.
This is so exciting. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to hear from the Out and About team and find out what's happening on their show, and find out what's happening in the next couple of months for you, so that we know to keep up. And the G, there's a reason why they because you voted. Okay. I was hoping you caught that earlier. It is 8:52 Central African time.
Growing with Africa for 60 years. Channel Africa celebrates 2026 with the African perspective.
Téléchargez l'application Channel Africa sur votre Play Store ou Apple Store afin de pouvoir suivre toutes nos émissions en direct de là où vous vous trouvez. Channel Africa, la perspective africaine.
Channel Africa is evolving, and so are you. Stay connected wherever you are with our brand new website and mobile app. Stream your favorite shows, catch up on African news, culture, and conversations, all at your fingertips.
Africa is just a tap away.
Your world, your stories, now on the go.
Stay connected wherever you are.
Visit channelafrica.co.za or download the Channel Africa app today. Channel Africa, the African perspective. Mornings made better with Peter and Asanda on Rise and Shine, weekdays 6 till 9.
Malawians go to the polls next week in a high-stakes general election where citizens will choose a new president and 229 members of parliament. And this comes 5 years after the country's 2019 election was annulled by the Constitutional Court due to widespread irregularities in a landmark decision that overturned the victory of the then president Peter Mutharika.
I'm not saying we're a perfect government. No, nobody is. I mean, we've seen even South Africa facing challenges with the fuel that's going up and with whatever challenges. But you know what? When you are dealing with an IMF policy that says do not employ so many people because you are going to become a welfare government and all of that. And Dr. Chakwera said I've got high numbers of unemployment. As a government that is answerable to Malawians, we have found IMF policies wanting on many issues. We believe the people who pay us taxes to put us in our positions. We owe them employment at the minimum.
That's Dr. Jesse Kwabila, who's the Minister of Higher Education in Malawi.
Mornings made better with Peter and Asanda on Rise and Shine. Wake up with the Oasis.
It is 8:54 Central African time. Welcome back to it. On the last 6 minutes of the show, I'm going to the bank today. And I was thinking of getting back to my baking series. I told you about this last year, right? So I am learning how to make all types of bread. So I made ciabatta last year. I made a garlic and herb focaccia. So I want to do a sweet focaccia. So I'm thinking of doing that today.
Wow.
That's my plan. What do
You
you
are
have?
so busy. Well,
Making bread, literally.
Yeah, thank God there's going to be food today. So we're going to be eating in the first hour. Bakery industry is the people that's coming. They're bringing the Gatsby. In the studio.
Gatsby.
Yeah.
So I'm sticking around.
Nah.
I've been missing out on the food. You guys have this thing. When I bring the food, I cater for everyone. You guys.
Did you give me something?
I give you the gift of life, darling.
Excuse me. So we're going to have a Gatsby in the first hour. Then for DIY, we're looking at how to detox. Maybe I might need to detox. Today I'm not feeling so excited.
Yeah, I've gained weight too.
Did you?
I've gained weight.
Okay,
I'm good at hiding it, but I've gained. I feel it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
but I'm going back next week, don't worry.
The gym or the detoxing?
The gym.
Oh.
I have to do both, obviously.
Yeah, I do both. So we're going to look at like easy ways to detox. Then for our health and wellness, we're looking at what we can do as women, especially if like our jobs can be very stressful and sometimes that can show on our skin and our hair and stuff. So overworking yourself, the impact that it could have and what you can do to fix it. And then we've got an artist of the week. And then I just want to eat. I'm hungry, okay?
Are you one of those people that get hangry?
Yes.
That's insane. Wait, coming back to the wellness thing, are you talking about like supplements? Are we talking like exercise? Because I mean, I overwork myself, but my skin's fine.
We're looking at skin because some people, they get breakouts, but I think it also has to do with sleep. When people don't sleep well because of stress, right? So you'll see the quality of your hair. Your hair is not going to fall out, but you will see, and your skin as well. Not just even like, we're not even talking about your face. Some people will start having eczema when you didn't even have eczema, and some people I know they have lumps, because of stress. So we're gonna look at women and how, specifically with women, how overworking ourselves can impact us and what we can do.
Yeah, I just stop eating. I don't know why. Like, I go through, I mean, it's a quick way to weight loss. But it's not the best.
Not healthy if you're forced to not eat.
I mean, it gets the job done.
Okay, so see everybody after 9 o'clock.
Not mad at it. It's going to be the Out and About team. Boleng, you better enjoy that Gatsby and get out of this hangry mood that you're in. It's not fun.
No.
So, back to Grammy-nominated artists, because that's what we have on our show.
Yeah, bro.
What's coming up in the next 3 months?
I'm going to be doing some travel.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Tattoos on the passport.
So, heading out to LA, and just the music is moving out there. So, hopefully do some shows out there. And I'm excited to see what comes next.
Yeah.
And then I'll be between here, home, and wherever the music takes me.
That's
the next month is just following the excitement.
That's really exciting. How long are you going to be in LA for?
A couple of months.
Wow.
Yeah, I have some other projects that I need to finish up with other artists, and then just working on my own project as well while I'm out there. But then heading home.
That is, guys, 2026, hey? Like, some people, like, wow, imagine already having travel plans, Jay. Like, in between LA, From in between jobs to in between LA and home. I absolutely love it. Where can we find you on social media?
You can find me at Vumala, Vumaala, on all the things. TikTok, Instagram, it's all there. Same name.
This is so exciting. I'm really looking forward to your success.
Thank you so much.
When Black people thrive, I don't know. I just feel like, you know what, guys, like let's do it. More of it, please. That's the content that we need to subscribe to. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. It was absolutely fantastic having you, and we look forward to seeing everything that you're gonna do.
Thank you.
I'm really, really looking forward.
Thank you for playing my song.
Of course. I mean, show me how good it can get. Like I need to listen to that today. I needed that today. It is 8:59 Central African time, and just like that, we have wrapped up the show. Thank you so much for choosing me to be your girl, and let's meet again tomorrow for a very interesting show. Tomorrow we're going to be looking at spiritual predictions for 2026. I just need to know when the retrogrades are. Like just tell me when Mercury is going in the microwave again, then I'm okay. Like everything else is fine. From me and Zakomhlanga, it's been absolutely fantastic. Have a beautiful and blessed day ahead. Goodbye.
We are on Open Views Audio Bouquet. Channel 628. SABC News.